Exactly. You're a longtime Trump supporter. You're on my show all the time. What's your response?
Look, I mean, you're always very kind to me, and I'm on here a lot, and you give me a lot of time and are fair to me. I think some of my left-wing counterparts are very unfair to Trump. I think anytime there's any sort of vagueness or gaps in the facts, when there's leaks, for instance, they insert sinister suspicion where it does not belong. I don't think it's you, but I do think some of my left-wing commentators, who I disagree with ideologically, do that.
The fact that you touched me before you said that is wrong. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't touch me and then say you're launch into your sinister motivations diatribe. Okay. That's not going to happen tonight, ma'am.
I didn't realize there's a 1-inch barrier where I'm not allowed to get close to you, Charles Blow. But now I know, so I'll scoot over this way a tad bit.
You can scoot until you fall off that ledge.
Okay.
What I'm telling you is don't touch me.
But Charles, this is the problem. This is the problem, and it was what you just said to me is a lot like what Maxine Waters said today when she said, "Look, don't ask to meet with me, President Trump. I don't even want to meet with you. We're all Americans. Maybe you don't feel that way. We have one president. We should all want him to succeed, and we should all be friends at the end of the day and hug it out. And if you don't want to do that, you don't have to do that."
You're about to turn this from a civil conversation into me telling...
Because we're all Americans.
No, ma'am.
Because we're all Americans.
Because now that's a very personal attack to say that I'm an American. Maybe I don't believe that I'm an American. Don't do that.
You said I'm not even allowed to touch you. That is just like what Maxine Waters said.
No, you're not.
That's very sad, Charles.
All right, no, you're not.
Go ahead.
Sad is if you want it to be sad. Go ahead. I'm telling you, don't do that.
Go ahead.
The president is taking a lot of guff for today for saying that his administration has been a well-oiled machine. And I'd just like to point out that over the last 3 weeks, he has put together a White House staff, nominated 12 cabinet members, all of whom so far are getting through except one, Andy Puster. That's a far better record than Obama had at this point. And he has met with 3 major heads of state, very successful meetings with Theresa May, with the head of Japan, with Benjamin Netanyahu. He has met with corporate executives and persuaded them to put more jobs in the U.S. instead of Mexico.
Betsy, I understand what you're saying. I know you're getting the president's agenda, which he did today in this press conference.
Amazing. I think it's an amazing record in 3 weeks.
But you cannot say it is a well-oiled machine when you look at the fallout from the travel ban, when you look at what's happening with Russia, when you're looking at what happened with Flynn.
Those are all good points.
Okay, but that's not a well-oiled machine.
Let's compare the travel ban kerfuffle with the rollout of Obamacare. 3 months of crashing websites, people very sick, losing their health insurance.
How long did that happen into the
Oh, my God.
Go ahead.
First of all, he doesn't have a national security advisor. The national security, right? That wasn't the Senate's problem, right? He didn't have to get that confirmed. He doesn't have a national. We just learned today that the guy he wanted to replace the national security advisor won't take the job. Barack Obama, by this point, had already passed a stimulus bill, right? Actually, whether you like it or not, a massive piece of legislation, right? What has Donald Trump done that is equivalent to that? Many of his government meetings, right, the one with the leader from Australia, for instance, were international incidents because of the things that he reportedly said during those meetings. So I think it's hard to suggest. Today there was a report from someone on the National Security Council who told a reporter, I don't know what's going on. No one here knows what's going on. Well-oiled machine.
That is the swamp trying to sink him. These are career diplomats, people who are holdovers from previous administrations.
We don't actually know that.
Trying to do damage to our country in order to damage
To his point,
Trump.
I hear that, but what do you mean they're holdovers? You don't think that those are career people who care about their country more than...
Some of them are, and some of them are people who probably will leave and be replaced,
right,
but at the moment they're still there.
10 people leaking
and they're not serving us, the public.
Yeah. But some of the information that has been leaked has been things that you would probably only know if you were in his inner circle. So, now, some of it may be coming from other places. It could be congressmen. It could be people in the intel community. Some of that is coming from the White House, because some of the details that I have read, nobody else would even know them if you were not in the White House. So his extreme vetting is apparently not working, because he has not vetted somebody, and somebody in the White House is also contributing to
I've got to go. We're like 2 minutes over, and I'm going to get in trouble. Coming up, thank you all. I appreciate it. We're all calm now. Coming up, if you